We're working through the Passion Week of Christ, and we're talking about all the things that Christ went through during that week before his death, burial, and resurrection. You know, what a blessed thing that he did for us. And we're just looking back over the things that he went through during that week before his death, burial, and resurrection. Before we get to there, I want to remind you that our Easter services are all going to be online. On Sunday at 11 o'clock, we're going to be celebrating the resurrection right here on Facebook Live, so I encourage you to join us then. But as part of Easter, we're going to do something special. We're going to do a drive-through communion. And we encourage each and every person to come and that they can and come and drive through the church. We have two separate times. We're doing it before service from 9 o'clock until 11:30 or 10:30. And we're going to take a little break and then have our service, and gives people time to get home so they can watch the service. And then we're going to be doing it following the service from noon until 1. So we encourage you to be a part of one of those. We encourage you to come and celebrate communion. The communion supplies we're going to be protected. The communion supplies are going to be pre-packaged. They were donated to us by Spirit Church there in Bartlesville. And so we encourage you to come and be a part of this, and we're looking forward to it. Today, we're talking about the things that happened on the Wednesday of Passion Week. And this is one of those times that we don't really like discussing, because it was really the only thing that took place on that day is the plot to kill Jesus. I'm looking at Luke chapter number 22, verses 3 through 6, and it says this: Then entered Satan unto Judas, surnamed Iscariot, being of the number of the 12. And he went his way and communed with the chief priests and the captains, how he might betray him unto them. And they were glad and covenanted unto give him money. And he promised and sought opportunity to betray him unto them in the absence of the multitude. You know, it's hard for us to even fathom and hard for us to even think about one of the disciples would betray Christ. One of the ones that had seen the miracles, that had spent time with Jesus, that had experienced his love and kindness to betray him. We can't even imagine someone doing that. But you know something? If it happened to Jesus, it'll happen to us. Can I tell you, we don't know why sometimes people do what they do and they hurt us, they say mean things, and we just can't fathom why they would even hinder us. But can I tell you, in Judas's situation, it was the devil's influence. But sometimes we may not know why someone does something. We may not understand what they're doing. But can I tell you, people hurt people, and it happens. And let me tell you, God cares. He understands what you're going through. He sees, he knows what people's done to you. But what I want you to notice is, in this situation, look at Jesus' response. How did Jesus respond to the betrayal? How did he respond to people even crucifying him? He did not lash out. He didn't seek revenge. He didn't threaten them. He didn't argue with them. Can I tell you, Jesus instead responded with love and forgiveness. For us, God knows what we're going through. He knows what people's done to us. He knows how we've been hurt. But what he cares about, not only us, but he cares about our response. How will we respond to somebody hurting us? How will we respond to others being mean to us? You know, Jesus taught, and God desires for us to follow the golden rule. Jesus says, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Treat others the way you want to be treated. Can I tell you, we want people to love us. We want people to forgive us. But we must also show that to others. I know a lot of people may say, oh, but you don't know what they've done. Christ was crucified. Judas betrayed him. And he was still able to show love. He was still able to die on the cross for Judas and for all those that crucified him. He loved and forgave them just as much as he loves and forgives us. Today I want to challenge you. What is your response? When people hurt you, how do you respond? On this, the Passion Week, I encourage you to learn to respond in love and respond in forgiveness. I'm going to be praying for you this week that God will help you to respond the way that he desires for you to respond. May God bless you.